Is your current house starting to feel a little tight? Perhaps it's no longer meeting your needs? Upsizing might be the next best thing for you. But before you do, I want you to avoid these 6 mistakes. Moving into a bigger house is super exciting, and the thought of having a home that meets your current needs is a great thing. But one of the first mistakes I want you to avoid is buying too big. When it's time to upsize, whether it's that you need a home office or space for aging parents, or perhaps your family is growing, it's really important to consider how much space you truly need. Buying a big house just to buy a big house is probably not the best move for you. It's time for you and your family to really sit down and think about where you're currently living, what it's missing, and what it is that you truly need so that you're not having to pivot and move again in a short amount of time. The second thing that I want you to think about is financials. If you don't truly consider the financials of moving into a bigger home, it can surprise you. And while the initial thought of a bigger home meaning a bigger mortgage is probably in the forefront of your mind, are the other things like property taxes, utilities, lawn maintenance, all the other things that come with a bigger home that you may not be putting into your budget. Take a good long, hard look at your numbers and make sure you're comfortable with this next move up. The third mistake I really want you to avoid is going for size over function. If you're just comparing square footage to square footage, it can leave a lot to be desired. Depending upon the layout of a house, it might be double the square footage of your current home, but if the layout is really choppy or the bedrooms aren't the right size, the extra square footage may not be the usable space you're really looking for. Make sure you consider the true layout of a home, how you're going to use it when you think about upsizing. Number 4, you gotta consider location and how that relates to both your commute and schools if you have children. Bigger doesn't always necessarily mean better, particularly as it locates to where you're living. If you have kids at a certain school that you really want to keep them in, or if your commute to work is super important to you, these are major factors to consider when looking for a larger home. It doesn't mean that you can't stay within your same school zone, but pay close attention, because sometimes those bigger houses on bigger lots are further out. So make sure that's a lifestyle change you're open to. The 5th mistake is not making sure that your next home has the features that you currently love in your existing space. Do you love that you have a big kitchen with a pantry? Do you love that you have a laundry room with an area where the kids hang up their backpacks and put their shoes? Whatever you love about your current house, remember, you can take that with you, and your next house can offer those same features. And the 6th mistake that I want you to avoid is not making sure that things that you hate about your current house follow you to the next house. Do you hate that your ceilings are low? Or do you hate that your bedroom is right off of the kitchen or close to the other bedrooms in the house? Whatever things that you think about that you really despise about your current house, make a list and make sure the next house doesn't have those either. Otherwise, you're trading a bigger mortgage for the same problem. Now that you know 6 major mistakes to avoid, you're probably going to want to watch this video on 4 things you should consider when upsizing your home. Upsizing your home is a major decision, so you want to make sure you're considering all factors so that you can make the right decision and live in the best home for a long time. I'm Lindsey Johnson, your resource for all things real estate. See you next time.